Okay, what we're going to demonstrate is how to embed your Google Calendar in your Schoolwires page. We're going to do it slightly different than the other method. What we're going to do is just show an agenda view. So it's just a list view of all the upcoming events. So we want to make sure we're logged in our Schoolwires page. Go up to the top, click Site Manager. From here, here's my welcome page. I want to go to the drop-down list and go to Edit Page. Do you see how these three columns here and a long one across the bottom? I just went to Manage Apps and Layout, go to Change Layout, and then I can choose whichever layout I want, whichever one looks potentially best for me. I just chose three columns because I'm going to play around with this a little bit as we go on. I'm going to go ahead and click Apply. But I need to add something here, a little app. So if I click Add App, I want to go down. There's two options I can choose. We're just going to stick with what we know for right now, just the Flex Editor app. I'm going to create new. And I'm just going to call this Google Calendar. And you'll see why naming it is really important. So this is the main one that was just already default on my page, and it's just called Flex Editor app. This would have been called Flex Editor app, but I gave it a name. I'm just going to click here and drag it down to one of these little boxes. And then I want to choose I am done. Now I need to go back to my Google Calendar. This is where I need to get some code to put it in my site. Let's pretend that this particular calendar is yours. This top one should say your first and last name. This is a shared calendar that Doug and I share, so we just called it Elite Tasks, which you're going to see is like Colin David or Doug Barton. Whatever your first and last name is, it should show up there. That's where we want to choose the little downward facing arrow and go to Calendar Settings. Then go to Customize the color size and other options. What I want to do is scroll down a little bit, deselect my name, so it's not going to show up with my personal things. Now I want to select the particular class that I'm going to be embedding, or class is. We just took our link calendar, which Doug and I share. There's a lot of events on it, and that's why we chose this. So here's my classes, here's my upcoming events. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I want to choose Agenda View, so it's just going to give me my list. It's pretty wide, so I'm going to narrow this down a little bit, so I'll say 200 wide. And I'm going to choose Update HTML. That should shrink it down quite a bit, so it'll fit in a nice column on my website. I'm going to triple click in the code, so it highlights everything. Copy that code. Let's go back to my Schoolwires page. Here's that little Flex Editor app we added a few seconds ago. If I hover on it, I'm going to see the pencil. Click the pencil. Now you get this beautiful box. The bottom of the box, I click HTML. Paste the code in. Choose Save. Go back to my welcome page. Let's click Home, actually. And then at the top, View Website, we can see our beautiful work. So here's my introductory piece of my website. Scroll down a little bit, and here's my agenda view so the kids can scroll through, see what they need to see, click the link, and potentially it's going to go into some more resources if you add that to your Google Calendar. So all we did was show you how to embed a simple agenda view in your website.